You've booked your first cruise. Excitement is building. But while the brochures show endless fun, there's a quiet truth. First-time cruisers often fall into common traps that can turn their dream vacation into a series of regrets. Cruise lines won't explicitly warn you about these pitfalls, but seasoned cruisers know them all too well. This isn't your average pack sunscreen advice. These are the real-world blunders that lead to frustration, wasted money, and missed opportunities. We're talking about rookie mistakes that you won't realize until it's too late. So, before you step foot on that ship, listen up. Here are 10 crucial things you should not do on your first cruise, or you'll regret it. Learn from others' missteps and ensure your maiden voyage is smooth sailing, not a stumble. Let's dive in. Mistake number 1. Not researching your ship or itinerary deeply enough. Many first-time cruisers book based on price or destination alone, assuming all ships offer a similar experience. This oversight can lead to significant disappointment. Consider the couple who booked their first cruise on a brand new megaship, expecting quiet pools and gourmet dining, only to find themselves on a family-focused vessel with screaming kids and boisterous activities around every corner. Conversely, a group of young friends looking for non-stop parties booked a luxury, adult-oriented ship and found the nightlife far too subdued for their tastes. Cruise lines market broad categories, but each ship has its own personality. Failing to delve into deck plans, onboard amenities, and typical passenger demographics means risking a mismatched vacation. Mistake number 2. Overpacking and not understanding cabin space. The allure of a lavish wardrobe for every possible scenario is strong for new cruisers. However, cruise cabins, especially interior ones, are designed for efficiency, not sprawling suitcases. One new cruiser, excited for a week-long Caribbean trip, arrived with 3 large suitcases, envisioning multiple outfit changes daily. Upon entering their compact cabin, they found barely enough floor space to open one bag, let alone store 3. Their entire cruise was spent tripping over luggage. Cruise lines don't emphasize how truly compact cabin storage can be. The result? Frustration, cramped living, and the realization that half their clothes never left the suitcase. Pack smart, not big. Mistake number 3. Disregarding the muster drill. That mandatory safety briefing, the muster drill, is often seen as an inconvenient formality. But ignoring it, or treating it as background noise, is a critical miscalculation. On a recent sailing, a small group of first-time cruisers remained in their cabin, attempting to avoid the muster drill entirely. The ship's departure was delayed by over an hour while security located them, causing frustration for thousands of other passengers. Cruise lines enforce these drills stringently for a reason: passenger safety. Failing to participate or pay attention means you genuinely won't know where to go or what to do in a real emergency, leaving you vulnerable in a critical situation. Mistake number 4. Not activating airplane mode on your phone. This is perhaps the most financially devastating mistake a first-time cruiser can make. Assuming your cell plan extends to the middle of the ocean is a direct path to a monstrous phone bill. There's the infamous story of a young passenger on their first international cruise who proudly posted photos from sea, thinking their unlimited data plan covered it. They returned home to a shocking $2,000 bill for satellite roaming charges. Cruise lines don't prominently display warnings about cellular roaming because they profit from passengers using their expensive satellite Wi-Fi or, indirectly, from phone companies charging astronomical rates. Your phone must be in airplane mode at all times at sea unless you've purchased a specific, ship-based Wi-Fi package. Mistake number 5. Exclusively eating at the buffet. The buffet is easily accessible and offers variety, making it a natural magnet for first-timers. However, limiting your dining solely to the buffet means missing out on significant value and quality. A first-time cruiser recounted how they ate every single meal at the bustling Lido Deck buffet for a 7-day sailing. They later discovered the elegant main dining room, with its full-service, multi-course meals, was included in their fare and offered a far more relaxed and sophisticated experience. Cruise lines typically highlight the buffet's convenience, subtly encouraging its constant use, while other complimentary dining options that offer a different caliber of experience often go underutilized by the uninitiated. Mistake number 6. Failing to pre-book popular activities or dining. On modern megaships, the most coveted shows, specialty dining slots, and unique activities fill up fast, sometimes weeks or even months before embarkation. Relying on walk-up availability is a gamble you'll likely lose. A family on their first large ship cruise hoped to catch the popular ice show and secure a reservation at the highly rated Italian specialty restaurant. They waited until they were on board, only to find all preferred times and even standby lists completely full. Cruise lines often have online planners that allow pre-booking, but they don't explicitly push guests to utilize them or warn how quickly popular spots vanish, leading to missed opportunities and disappointment for unprepared guests. Mistake number 7. Disembarking in port without proper ID. In the excitement of reaching a new port, a critical oversight for first-timers is forgetting that getting back onto the ship requires more than just your cruise card. In a Caribbean port, a couple on their first cruise enthusiastically left the ship with only their cruise key cards. When attempting to reboard, local port authorities and then ship security turned them away because they lacked the required government-issued photo ID, like a passport or driver's license. They spent anxious minutes scrambling to retrieve it, nearly missing the all-aboard time. Cruise lines emphasize having your card, but the explicit need for a secondary ID to clear port checks isn't always highlighted until it's too late. Mistake number 8. Ignoring the real cost of gratuities and onboard spending. The advertised cruise fare often seems like a complete package. However, a significant chunk of a first-timer's budget can be consumed by mandatory gratuities and an array of enticing onboard upsells. A solo cruiser on their inaugural voyage was thrilled with their initial low fare. Yet, by the end of the cruise, they were shocked by an additional charge of over $150 for automatic daily gratuities, plus hundreds more from spontaneous purchases like specialty coffees, souvenir photos, and a few casino bets. Cruise lines rarely break down these substantial additional costs up front in their primary advertising, leading to an unpleasant surprise for unprepared guests upon receiving their final bill. Mistake number 9. Attempting to do absolutely everything on the daily planner. The daily activity planner is bursting with options, from bingo to art auctions. For first-timers, there's an unspoken pressure to experience every single event, leading to exhaustion rather than relaxation. A new cruiser, determined to maximize their investment, tried to attend every trivia game, every dance class, and every themed party. By day 4, they were perpetually tired, stressed, and realized they hadn't actually had any downtime by the pool or enjoyed the simple pleasure of their balcony. Cruise lines fill the schedule to cater to diverse interests, but they don't warn against the burnout that comes from trying to do it all. A truly relaxing cruise means choosing your moments, not constantly rushing to the next activity. Mistake number 10. Hesitating to ask crew members for help or information. First-time cruisers often feel overwhelmed or hesitant to approach crew members with questions or minor issues, assuming they should figure things out themselves or that every interaction will lead to a charge. A passenger on their first cruise spent hours trying to decipher how to operate the complicated TV system in their cabin or where to find a specific venue on the ship. They only asked for help on the last day, realizing how quickly a crew member could have resolved their issues. Cruise lines emphasize service, but new guests might be unaware of the crew's extensive knowledge and willingness to assist with everything from directions to technical glitches. Hesitation to ask means unnecessary frustration and a less smooth experience. So there you have it, 10 crucial things don't do on your first cruise if you want to avoid those common regrets and ensure your maiden voyage is everything you dreamed of. These are the lessons learned the hard way by many, often because cruise lines don't explicitly lay out these potential pitfalls. Being prepared isn't just about packing your bags, it's about understanding the unspoken realities of cruise travel. Learn these secrets, and you'll navigate your first cruise like a seasoned veteran, avoiding the blunders that catch so many others off guard. Ready to cruise smarter? Hit like and subscribe to Cruise Pro for more insider wisdom and honest advice that cruise lines might keep quiet about. What's the one thing you wish you knew before your first cruise? Share it in the comments below. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.